Bangladesh to Dhaka, where the swearing-in ceremony of the newly elected head of government, Tarique Rahman, is taking place. These are live latest visuals coming to you straight from Dhaka. Bear in mind, India is represented at this ceremony by Speaker Om Birla and Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or BNP, has returned to power after nearly 2 decades. Tarique Rahman is taking oath as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. He will be the first male head of state, head of government in Bangladesh in 35 years. With the BNP, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, returning back to power after 20.
সশস্ত্র চিত্রে শপথ করিতেছি যে সরকারের প্রধানমন্ত্রী রূপে যে সকল বিষয় আমার বিবেচনার জন্য আনিত হইবে বা যে সকল বিষয় আমি অবগত হইব তাহা প্রধানমন্ত্রী রূপে যথাযথভাবে আমার কর্তব্য পালনের প্রয়োজন ব্যতীত প্রত্যক্ষ বা পরোক্ষভাবে কোনো ব্যক্তিকে জ্ঞাপন করিব না বা কোনো ব্যক্তির নিকট প্রকাশ করিব না
That was the swearing-in ceremony from Dhaka. That's on your screens right now. Just a short while ago, latest visuals coming in of Bangladesh Nationalist Party's Tarique Rahman taking oath as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh after the elections that were held in Bangladesh after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina's government and the interim government led by Mohammed Yunus holding the election without the participation of the Awami League. Essentially a two-way fight between the BNP and the Jamaat in Bangladesh, resulting in a sweeping victory for the BNP, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, and the ascendance of Tarique Rahman as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Right. Professor Swaran Singh, School of International Studies, JNU, is with us. Professor Swaran Singh, this is an eventuality that many had expected. So in that sense, no surprises. The only hope is that, there is already good signals coming in from Tarique Rahman and the BNP of improving the India-Bangladesh ties, which have been waylaid in the recent past.
Absolutely. I think it is good that the uncertain situation of the caretaker government trying to, do things that the caretaker government was not expected to do, like redefining Bangladesh history or resetting the foreign policy. We now have a clear mandate for a government with absolute majority in Jatiya Sangsad in Dhaka. And Prime Minister Tarique Rahman has been clearly indicating that he is going to have a very balanced foreign policy. And India has made very positive and very constructive overtures by Prime Minister speaking to Tarique Rahman on his BNP becoming majority party, and of course also tweeting, showcasing the desire to have very, very strong positive partnership. And therefore, I think this is going to be a kind of a reset in a relationship between India and Bangladesh that have seen a bit of uncertainty during last 18 months. And I think both parties are taking a very pragmatic approach to building mutual partnership, where both are going to have a complementary relationship, with India getting a much more easy access through transit routes via Bangladesh. Bangladesh is going to benefit from several initiatives and projects that India has in Bangladesh. So the good news is that there's a clear mandate, there's a clear leader, and now the new Prime Minister has to take responsibility of going back to making Bangladesh a model of economic development that Bangladesh was during Sheikh Hasina's time. And that would require building very good partnerships and a very balanced relationship. And the buzzword from Tarique Rahman so far has been to build a very balanced foreign policy, to follow Bangladesh first policy, to keep people's interest in mind, which is a clear indication that he is looking long term and not trying to, get any quick brownie points by doing certain things, the way Dr. Yunus was seen doing by pandering to Pakistan and pandering to China 3 days before election, signing a trade deal with United States. He may have his own axe to grind, so we don't know what will be his future. But now we have a very, very clear leadership in Dhaka, and I think India is going to already look forward to a very, very powerful and strong relationship with the new leadership in Bangladesh now.
Right, fair enough. Professor Swaran Singh, just one last thing before we move on from this subject. This is an important moment in time for Bangladesh as a nation, and it's an important reset for the country. And this will be watched by the global community, which has already had so much concerns over the way the elections were held in the first place. The fact that there was no Awami League in the elections, there was so many complaints of rigging and other illegal activities taking place during the elections. The Jamaat is still appealing the result of the elections. But it's an important moment in time for global geopolitics, with Bangladesh facing a definitive reset.
That is true. It is a welcome outcome that there is a clear absolute majority to Bangladesh Nationalist Party. But on the flip side, we also noticed that the Jamaat-e-Islami, which was seen a kind of a grouping on the fringe, was virtually banned, and ban was lifted early last year, has now emerged as a very, very strong opposition party with 77 or 79 members in national parliament. And that would also be something that the BNP leaders will have to deal with, other than focusing on immediate issues of inflation, of corruption, of instability, of anxiety, etc., etc. And in that sense, yes, there is also continuity and there is also change. For example, in 2014 and 2024 elections, BNP had boycotted elections. This time, the largest party in Bangladesh, Awami League, was banned. I mean, they could have allowed people to decide that if they wanted to vote out Awami League. But of course, Dr. Yunus decided that his government will ensure not only ban, but a conferment of death sentence on Sheikh Hasina. I think for a caretaker government, that was perhaps going beyond the bandwidth of what was expected of a caretaker government. So the new government of Bangladesh Nationalist Party and Prime Minister Tarique Rahman clearly has his own challenges,
Right.
both at the political level and economic